Hey guys, it's Rory with searchinsha.com and I have something so special to share with you today. So you know the hype has all been about the folding smartphones, right? You have the Galaxy Fold, but then there was this one other smartphone that was just like, it felt so much more complete, or it looked so much more complete as a folding smartphone, and that's the Huawei Mate X, and I have it right here. It's insane. Let's take a look at it. Before we begin this video, I'd like to give a huge thanks to our roaming and innovation partner Digi for making our coverage of MWC 2019 possible. Enjoy borderless connectivity with Digi's affordable roaming plans from as low as 5 ringgit per day and manage them all easily with the My Digi app even when you're overseas. Learn more in the link in the video description. So this is the Huawei Mate X and it's Huawei's foldable smartphone, and I'm like a bit shaking right now because I'm so psyched for this smartphone. It looks so amazing, like unlike anything I've ever seen before. But before we get into what I think about this smartphone, let's just give it a quick spec rundown. So this smartphone has a Kirin 980 processor, which is the most powerful processor that Huawei makes. And then it also has a Baolong 5000 5G modem inside. So this is actually the fastest 5G smartphone in the world. It's 4.6 gigabits, I believe. That's insane. And it also has a 4500 milliamp hour battery, and it's a dual battery cell because it's a foldable smartphone, and it has 8 gigs of RAM, it has 512 gigs of internal storage, and it has USB-C charging, and it has 55 watt fast charging, and it has a triple camera module at the back. But all of those are just smartphone specs. Here is where the Mate X takes things from a smartphone to just the next level. Okay, so if you look at this, it looks like a regular smartphone, but you may be able to tell it's something special. So with this button, if I press this, the screen pops out and you unfold it and it's a tablet. Like I honestly, I can't believe that I'm holding this in my hand right now. And okay, the Mate X, it feels like a really substantial flagship smartphone. So it's heavy, it's got that nice weight, it feels really premium, like really well built. It's solid. Honestly, even though it has this flexing mechanism, this what they call a falcon wing hinge, it's actually really solid. Like it doesn't feel like a fragile prototype that will just break if I apply even the slightest bit of pressure. No, it's solid. It's really just so well machined that I just can't believe it. If you're on the home screen, I don't know if you can tell, but you can hardly see where the smartphone screen folds. If you really look for it, you can kind of see the screen where it folds, but honestly, I'm really impressed with how well they've done this. So unlike the Galaxy Fold, which actually has a gap when you fold, this one folds outside. So the Galaxy Fold folds inwards, this one folds outwards, so it doesn't require that gap because the screen actually wraps around. So you have that space to allow it to actually fold flat. So it looks like just like any other smartphone. So you could use it like a normal smartphone all day long, and you know, it wouldn't feel weird, it wouldn't feel awkward. Whereas the Galaxy Fold, that's a different story. That's actually when it's folded close, it's a really small screen with huge bezels, and it doesn't feel like a normal smartphone, but this does. And then if you like need a tablet, or if you need extra productivity, you can just pop the hinge and open it up, and you get a full 8-inch tablet. So when it's folded, the main screen, the front is a 6.6-inch display, while the back is can also function as a secondary screen. It's a 6.38-inch display. And so the reason why you want to have the back screen function is because this device, it doesn't have a selfie camera in front. Instead, when you want to take a photo, so you can close the display and switch it into smartphone mode. You launch the camera. Here is your normal camera UI, and then if you want to take a selfie, all you need to do is flip it around. So it's a gyroscope. It will detect when you want to use the back screen, and then now you have it as a selfie camera. So you're using the main cameras as your selfie shooter. And if you want to do something even crazier, if you want to take a photo of somebody but then have that somebody know that you're taking a photo of them, you can switch back to normal mode, tap this button, and suddenly both screens are on. so you can see both the front and back. So the person you're taking a shot of and you can both see it. It's so awesome. It's a functional way to use this folding screen both as it's folded and when it's unfolded, so that even when it's folded this way, this back piece of display, this beautiful display, isn't going to waste. And I think that's really cool. Okay, so now we come down to the big question surrounding foldable smartphones that actually Amin and I discussed on a previous episode of LTA. So that question is, how functional is it? Like, what's the purpose of using a foldable smartphone, and how well will the software hold up for a foldable device? So honestly, I was skeptical. Amin was skeptical. We were all very skeptical of like, will you even need it? Will the software even work? But you know, with this phone, so we've only had a short while to try it out, but here's something a lot of people would do, right? You launch your Chrome browser, you would use it, and then if you want something, if you want a bigger this view of what you're watching, just unfold it, and it just seamlessly switches into the large screen mode. So it's now a tablet, and I don't know if you could tell, but there was no sort of, you know, there was no delay, there was no fritzing around, there was no like the screen going crazy as the software couldn't keep up with this radical display. No, there was none of that. It was just fluid. It was like it was meant to do this from day one. And I don't know, this sort of it just takes this whole concept of a foldable device to the next level, right? Because now you can see, wait, this is something that you can use. Let's say you launch YouTube and you're watching this video, right? And then okay, I you know, I'm gonna go somewhere, I need a smaller device, so you just fold it. And it's back to a smartphone. And the same thing works the other way. So if it's in this mode, for example, landscape mode, I can't even think of what it's called anymore. Just open it and it immediately expands into a larger screen. It's so fluid. It's unreal how fluid it is. Like, seriously, dude. Right now, this smartphone, there are a couple of other things that I like to talk about. So when I was like looking at this display, I was like, okay, so when it's opened up, hang on, let me open it up for you. So when it's opened up, this part is only 5.5 millimeters thick. That's about how thick it is, and that's really slim. When it's folded, it's about 11 millimeters thick. But I was like, okay, so where are they gonna put the speakers? Well, there's a small speaker grill right here for the speakers, and the charging goes here, so it's a USB Type-C port. And yeah, actually that's it. There's a fingerprint scanner here. It's mounted to the power button on the side of the smartphone, which I guess is the most practical place for you to put it on a device like this. And then you have the volume rockers here, and yeah, the rest of it is just a smartphone. So when it's folded, it feels like your normal premium smartphone. It feels well built, it feels robust, and this whole action, this whole time that I've been flipping it open and close, I haven't been like really gentle, I haven't been babying it so much, and yet I have the confidence to feel that this is not going to be something that I need to worry about. Like, it doesn't feel like if I press it like just a millimeter off, it's just gonna die. No, it's not. It's solid, and the software is solid, and the concept, I can see it now, like why I would want a foldable smartphone. And that's something I couldn't have known before this, which is like, dude, Huawei has done something really, really cool here, okay? So the Galaxy Fold, yeah, that was cool. That was the first one everybody saw. Everyone was like, oh my god, Galaxy Fold. But that forced you to change the way you use a smartphone, because, you know, when it's folded, it functioned differently. It wasn't like a normal smartphone. And then this changes that perception, because you can use this as a normal smartphone all the time. I know I said this before, I'm saying it again. You can use this as a normal smartphone all the time. But then when you want to, you can just pop it and everything adjusts to fit the larger display. And honestly, that is the best part about this idea. Thanks to Airbnb for making us feel at home in beautiful Barcelona during MWC 2019. Book online today and get your very own stay-in experience at your next travel destination. Learn more in the link in the video description. Okay, that's it. That's all ranting over, excitement over, well, excitement not over. But I'm gonna end this video here. I'm really now that I see this, I'm really stoked for this device, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the Huawei Mate X? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like us, like this video if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell icon so that you'll be informed whenever we publish a brand new video. And you want to do that because we're at MWC, lots of videos coming your way. And in the meantime, you can check out our latest video on MWC coverage over here. And also a really cool video over here. So this is it from me for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!